had a lot of time for reflection in this time of social distancing. I've been thinking about the issues that pervade our city, our state, our world really. It seems this pandemic has shown such a bright light on so many injustices and brokenness within so many systems is blinding almost. I run a nonprofit organization in Chicago called My Block, My Hood, My City, and I always tell people to start a nonprofit you need faith, right? Our tagline is taking care of people no matter what. And if that's going to be your tagline, you better have a lot of faith. I got my home foreclosed one time trying to take care of people no matter what, right? But I'm sustained by reading. I have faith. I read the Bible, and the Bible says that, you know, if you give a man a fish, he'll have food for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, he'll have food for a lifetime. Now, while these $1,200 stimulus checks are good for today, how are we ensuring we're helping people in the long run? I talked to a teenager the other day. He said, Jahmal, I don't got a lock on my cell phone. There's no password to his iPhone. I said, why not? He said, just in case I get killed, I want the police to know how to contact my people. That statement was made by a teenager. He's not even old enough to legally buy cigarettes. He ain't thinking about his future and where he's going to be in the next 5 years. He wants the police to know how to contact his people in case he gets shot and his life is taken prematurely. That living in constant fear and being desensitized to danger, that's something he deals with every day in his walk to school, past the safe passage signs in his neighborhood. That kid is diagnosed with PTSD, and that's something that many Illinoisans deal with on a daily basis. Now, we don't need a pandemic to understand this. Think about it. People got PTSD from gun violence. You can have PTSD from coronavirus, right? They're not the same things, but the effects are very similar. And they both present a critical threat to our safety and kind of greatly increase the volume of loss we all going to experience, right? So what does this mean for us, right? What does it mean? It means that kids in Chicago don't got no hope right now. They don't feel safe. You can't create when you don't feel safe. You can't be dope when you don't got no hope. Around Illinois right now, we need some of that Jesse Jackson Sr. type hope, right? We need some of that she got her master's degree and almost dropped out of high school type hope, right? We need that I'm trying hard to love my brother type hope, right? We need that I ain't seen the red line so packed since Obama got elected type hope, right? We need that I only shot black on 75th and Cottage Grove type hope, right? We need that still I rise type hope in Illinois right now. We need hope in this state. And I wanna touch on the kid, while we're talking about hope, I wanna touch on the kid that threw the party on the west side. If I can say something about that. I'll talk to you like I talked to the Bucket Boys on 87th Street. I would say, hey man, if you got the wherewithal and the ingenuity to stop cars in the middle of 87th Street, spark up a conversation with a random stranger, and make a sales presentation before the light turns green, that demonstrates you got the skills to be successful. Why ain't you a pharmaceutical rep somewhere? You could be making $100,000 a year in bonuses. This kid that threw the party on the west side, you used your graphic design skills to make a beautiful flyer. You spread the flyer out on social media. You had hundreds of people show up to a party in the middle of a pandemic. That demonstrates you got the skills. Why aren't you doing event planning somewhere? I would love to talk to you about goal setting. If you don't have a list of detailed goals in your pocket right now, I can guess how much money you made at the party. Could have been a lot. Having goals will change everything for you. Look, if you want to be safe in Chicago right now, kids, the youth, set some goals. Goals create a force field around you. Goals not only tell you what to do, they tell you what not to do. Think about if somebody says come to a party in the middle of a pandemic and you got goals, you're like, oh, this ain't on my list of goals. You're not going to that party. And I'm not trying to tell this kid what to do. I don't like when adults tell kids what to do and don't give them options of things to do. But I want this to be a lesson to everybody. There's a risk in doing stuff like this for the youth, but there's also a risk in adults telling kids what to do without giving them things to do, right? So I want to close out by saying, listen, things are serious right now, man. Coronavirus don't care if you're from downstate Illinois, you don't care if you're from the north side, south side, west side, or over east. This affects us all. I want to say what the mayor says: stay home and save lives. But while y'all at home, I want y'all to set some goals and do something with your life, right? Because when this pandemic is over, and it's gonna be over, if you already got goals, you got a roadmap to what you need to be doing. So stay home and save lives, but set some goals and do something with your life. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you very much, Jahmal. That's incredibly inspirational. And frankly, I'd like to take you around the state with me when we can, because there are an awful lot of people who need to hear that message. Thank you. Thank you.